In the heart of Umueze, a quiet village nestled among hills and palm trees, lived two brothers, Obinna and Chidi, sons of Nomadu, a farmer known across the neighboring villages for his wisdom and bountiful harvest. Nomadu was a man who rose before dawn and returned home long after the cock crowed for the second time. The villagers said his sweat was blessed by the gods because every seed he planted seemed to grow into abundance. He raised his sons with love and discipline, teaching them that the earth must be respected and that jealousy is a sickness that poisons the soul faster than any venom. When Nomadu grew old, his back bent from years of tilling, he gathered Obinna and Chidi under the udala tree and said, "My sons, I have no gold or silver. This land is all I have. It fed my father, it fed me, and it will feed you both. Work together. Love each other. The day you fight over land, the land itself will fight you." Those were his final words before he returned to the ancestors. For many years, Obinna and Chidi were inseparable. They rose with the morning sun, carrying their hoes and cutlasses on their shoulders. Together they tilled the red earth of Ikuzo, the most fertile land in Umueze. They sang songs as they walked, the kind their father used to sing, songs that made the earth feel alive. Obinna, the elder, was calm and thoughtful. He was the kind of man who preferred silence to argument, known for his humility and gentle heart. Chidi, the younger one, was bold, quick-tempered, and always eager to prove his strength. Still, they complemented each other like day and night. When the harvest came, they shared everything equally. If Obinna sold a basket of yam, he gave Chidi half the money. If Chidi trapped a bushmeat, he roasted it and shared it with Obinna. Their bond was strong, or so everyone thought. But even the strongest rope can break when soaked long enough in envy. The turning point came during the third year after their father's death. The rains delayed, and many farms in Umueze began to dry up. But somehow, Obinna's crops thrived. His yams grew fat and round, his maize stood tall, while Chidi's field looked weak and thirsty. At first, Chidi blamed fate. But soon, whispers began to circle the village like flies over palm wine. "Maybe Obinna has gone to the shrine of Oni for charms," said one woman at the stream. "I heard he visits the dibia at night," said another. Chidi's wife, Ngozi, added fuel to the fire. Every night, she poured her words into his ears like poison. "So you work like a slave, yet your elder brother prospers while you struggle. Are you blind, Chidi? He's using your father's charm to take all the blessings." At first, Chidi dismissed her. But jealousy is like smoke, it seeps into every corner until the heart itself burns. Soon, every time he looked at his brother, he saw not love, but betrayal. One evening, as the sun melted behind the hills, Chidi stormed into the hut where Obinna was mending a broken hoe. "Obinna," he barked. "Tell me the truth. What charm did you bury in your portion of the land?" Obinna looked up, shocked. "Charm? Brother, what are you saying? Don't play innocent," Chidi shouted. "Everyone knows you are using something to make your crops flourish while mine die." Obinna sighed deeply. "Chidi, the gods are my weakness, I have no charm. I only rise before dawn and tend to the land as father taught us." But Chidi's ears were deaf to reason. He spat on the ground and left, his heart a storm of anger. That night, he sat awake, staring at the ceiling, and in the silence, his thoughts turned dark. On the night of the next full moon, the village gathered for the New Yam festival. Drums beat, fires burned bright, and palm wine flowed like rivers. Laughter filled the air, but not in Chidi's heart. When the crowd thinned, he told Obinna he wanted to check their traps in the farm before dawn. Obinna, ever trusting, agreed to follow him. The moon hung full and pale as they walked the narrow path through the forest. When they reached the field, Obinna knelt to loosen a trap. He never saw the shadow that crept up behind him. Chidi raised his cutlass high. His heart pounded like a drum. "You took everything from me," he whispered, and struck. The blade met flesh. Once. Twice. Obina fell without a word, his blood soaking into the soil their father left them. Chidi stood over him, trembling. The night suddenly grew still, no wind, no insects, no sound. Only the whisper of the trees and the gurgle of blood. He buried his brother under the iroko tree and whispered through tears. Let no one know. Let the earth keep my secret. But the earth does not forget. A few days later, strange things began to happen in Umueze. The river Izima turned dark as palm oil, and fish floated lifeless on its surface. Pregnant women miscarried. The yam barns began to rot from within, and even the palm wine turned sour before it could be drunk. Fear spread through the village. The elders gathered at the square and sent for Ikioma, the priestess of Oni, the goddess of the earth. She came out of her shrine that night, her eyes clouded like the moon in mist. She spoke in a voice that was not her own. Blood has defiled the land. A brother has slain a brother, and his blood cries from the earth. Until the truth is revealed and the murderer's blood touches the ground, Umueze shall know no peace. The villagers trembled. They looked at one another, whispering, searching for a clue. But no one suspected Chidi. He had hidden his guilt behind grief, pretending to mourn his brother's mysterious disappearance. But the gods cannot be deceived. Night after night, Obina appeared to Chidi in dreams, his body covered in dust, his eyes hollow, his voice soft like the wind. Chidi, return what you took. At first, Chidi tried to ignore it. But soon, his life began to crumble. His crops withered. His goats died without reason. His wife fell ill and could no longer speak. Worst of all, his newborn son died on the day he was named. The villagers whispered again. The gods are punishing Chidi, they said. At last, consumed by guilt and fear, Chidi could bear it no longer. On the seventh market day after his son's death, Chidi ran to the village square, covered in ashes and tears. He beat his chest and cried out before the elders and the priestess. I killed him. I killed my brother, Obina. Let the gods take me and spare the land. A heavy silence fell. The crowd parted as Ikoma stepped forward, her staff glowing faintly. You have confessed, and the gods have heard you, she said. But the land still thirsts for justice. Only your blood can cleanse it. Chidi nodded, tears streaming down his face. Let it be done. I wronged the blood that made me. Let my blood heal the land. At dawn, the villagers led him to the Ikuzo field, the same ground where his brother's body lay hidden. There, under the towering iroko tree, the priestess prepared the sacrifice. Chidi knelt, his face calm, his heart heavy. Forgive me, Obina, he whispered as the wind stirred the leaves. Forgive me, father. The priestess raised her knife. The drums ceased. The world held its breath. When the blade fell, a single drop of blood touched the soil, and the sky opened. Rain poured down in torrents, washing the land clean. The river cleared. The sick were healed. The crops sprouted green once again. Umueze rejoiced, but they never forgot. The Ikuzo farmland was declared sacred, and no one dared farm there again. It was said that on moonlit nights, two shadows could be seen tending the soil side by side, brothers reunited in death. Moral: when blood stains the earth, the gods will demand justice. Greed may blind the eyes, but the land remembers every drop of blood that falls upon it.
If you want to make sure you don't miss out on what's coming next, the best way to stay in the loop is to hit that bright red subscribe button right below the video, and if this story resonated with you, go ahead and hit the notification button and give it a like and let me know the content you love the most.